Oh, I'm getting whacked.
It's whack.
Wickety, 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 whack. Oh boy, that's a hit. That's a hit. What's up, everybody? Good morning. We are out on the water with the great Josh right here, and we are going to make an attempt to go out probably to the wall, the haystacks, and potentially out on ocean structure, depending on what's happening outside this inlet right here. Looks about maybe about 10-mile-an-hour winds, possibly 15-mile-an-hour winds. I think Josh said earlier last night we got about 3-foot waves, which we've been around many times, so we're not going to be bothered by that. But it will determine how far we go out. We're going to go for tog today, usually around the falls when he and I get out to the wall and do all of our action that way for those fall fish that are out there. We got green crabs, and as well we got some sandfleas. We want to give a shout out to Bill, who's the owner. I had a great conversation with him yesterday. Got to give him a little shout out for LHM. Most people in the local area see that. They know it's the Lewes Harbor Marina, which literally is right down the canal right here. But if you know where Irish Eyes is at, a lot of people have gone to this fine restaurant. It's next door to it. You can't miss it. I'll put the business name down in the description field below, the address, website, everything else you need to know. Those guys are great. I've actually bought one of my reels. That was my BG 4500 out of Bill's shop right there. So he took care of me and Josh today, so hopefully we can catch a nice bunch of fish on the end of the line. I couldn't even say the word nice, but a nice bunch of fish on the end of the line once we get out there. But hopefully the weather's not too bad, but we'll make it happen. We've made our way out here. I'm sure you can see in the distance we are by the haystacks or the icebreakers. We're right by one here. It's been destroyed some time ago, obviously probably from a heavy storm. But we've got our green crabs, we've got our sandfleas in here. If you notice on my dropper loop right here, I've got two different size hooks. We've got a large J hook on the bottom right here, which this one is primarily used to catch tog. However, we have a pinhead that's right here. We're going to put a sandflea on. Josh and I were talking on the way down here, and if you notice when tog are biting, they're always kind of looking down when they're biting, going after the bait. However, he says sheep's head don't do that. They look straight ahead, and you want the bait kind of elevated up off of the bottom of the structure down below here. So there have been sheep's head caught out here as of late, so we might get lucky and get one of those, but the target is the tog today. We're going to decide whether we're going to go out on the ocean. And you can see it's not too bad for most people that come out here and do this, but for other people it's like, it's kind of iffy. But if that doesn't pan out there going out to the ocean, we're going to go ahead and go onto the wall. And I think Josh, oh, you got a slam right here, folks. There we go. As we're talking, always. What do we got, buddy? Nice oyster cracker to start it off, and a big one to boot. All right, there we go, folks. Blowfish, toadfish, whatever you want to call them. But let's go ahead and get those baits on there. Bill, again, thank you very much for the baits. Hopefully we can put them to good use today. We got our green crab, basically just cut off the claws right into the water. That's chum. Goes down to the bottom. This fish like to eat all those little straggling morsels that are there, and hopefully they come across the big morsel, which is the green crab right here. But we're going to cut this guy right in half and put that on the J hook, and then we'll get our flea on there. Pretty much self-explanatory what to do with that one. So we got our J hook right here, and we've got our half of crab right here. And what you basically do is, you saw me cut the legs off. You can see the little openings right here where the legs were. You just put it in one and come out the other. And that's simple, folks. And then we got our flea on here, and he is running wild here. Get that guy hooked in the back, and we'll make our first drop. But the skunk is off the boat. Thank you, Josh, for catching that oyster cracker. All right, let's see if we can get the bite on. The sun is trying to make an appearance out here. I don't know if that'll calm things down, but we'll see as a couple hours pass by. Sometimes when you see it choppy like this and the sun starts rising for a couple hours, things kind of calm out.
There's a nice hit. Come on back. Come on.
Lightning?
Yeah, probably picked me off.
Nope, got him. Sean. Nice job, Josh.
We got another oyster toad cracker.
That's not a good sign, folks.
Nice hit. Ooh, fish on. I hope it's not another. It's another one. Is this how today's gonna go?
Fish on. Yeah. Off she goes. That was on green crab. I think Josh is on his 60th oyster cracker here. Meanwhile, I'm in a fish desert over on this side. We're literally like 5 feet apart from each other. Been fighting Mother Nature here a little bit on the haystacks. The current and the wind are just not cooperating right here over in this section. So we're going to head our way over towards the outer wall. We're going to be on the inside of it, so we're protected from the wind. And we'll get those green crabs back into action again, because the oyster crackers are tearing up the green crabs, and we don't want to waste it on trash fish. Josh is getting us in position, but it's like night and day here. Look how flat Common is behind the wall here. All the pelicans sitting up on top of the wall right there. I didn't realize they stay this late in the season. Up until 2 years ago, I didn't know we have pelicans here in the state at all. But they're pretty neat to see when they dive into the water and they come out with a scoop full of fish. X marks the spot. Oh. Good deal. All right, man. There you go.
Okay. At least it's the right kind.
Was that on Sandfleas?
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
He ain't gonna be big enough, but at least it's the right kind. There we go. And
I'm gonna measure that one, but
that might actually be the first tog I've ever caught on a tog jig. Thanks to this jig that I got on a Facebook contest from the lead pot. Back he goes.
Definitely on rocks.
There you go. I'm getting them at them out.
There you go. I see it.
I'm up on top.
On top of the rocks?
Yeah.
That was it. One nibble. Oh, there you go. Yep. Oh, got him. Good hit, bud. All right, man. They must have followed us over. Boom. Good job, bud.
Oyster toad fish.
Tool's right behind you. So Josh mentioned to you he's got a tog jig. It's tied to the end of his line right there, Gavry. We are going to reach out to you, so stay tuned. We are going to do a full episode with his jigs that he makes there. It's called the Lead Pot. So hopefully he's listening to this, and we'll get together hopefully this week. Josh and I, and come down to you folks and try to put these things through the test now that we're starting off with the tog season here for ourselves. But the season started earlier than today. Woo, there's a hole right there. There's a reason why that hole's there, because, oh, good, got out of there. Being over here is a lot easier on the legs than being out on that rocky water there. Especially since this old man's sea legs are about had it. But it's fun getting out on the ocean when Mother Nature allows us. Oh, I'm getting whacked.
It's whack.
Wickety, 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 whack. Oh boy, that's a hit. That's a hit. Nice. Look at that big old triggerfish. Holy crap. Oh my God.
I gotta set a picture of that.
What? Holy crap. That's the biggest one we caught off the wall.
It's a good thing we brought ice.
Wow, look at that. Nice. We know that's going in the box.
Yeah, trigger is about as good a good eating fish as you're gonna get out here. So nice. Congratulations.
Wow, man, that is crazy. That's all. That was on a Sandfleas because we caught them on clams. If you remember the episode, we'll pop it up here so you can check it out later on. But let's get this hook out of his face, and then we're gonna grab a quick pick here. He is grunting. Listen to him. All right, let's do this the easy way, guys. There we go. Got him off. I didn't show it off proudly the last time I was out here, but the reason why they're called a triggerfish is if you actually see this one bony structure that's sticking up right here, you don't push this one right here. You actually push this one right here, and it kind of looks like a trigger of a gun.
But if you try to push this one, it
won't move. Pretty cool, huh? All right, you gonna keep this one, bud?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's crazy how they change colors as soon as you touch them or put them on ice. They lose their colors immediately. This is not our first triggerfish here, but I think Yura and I think Josh caught one too, right?
I've got them off the wall, yeah.
Yeah, so, but they're maybe like a quarter of this size. But wow, that's an absolute surprise today. But off in the bucket she goes. Wouldn't you know it, the camera drops dead at the worst moment here. I actually caught another trigger, and this one's way bigger than the other one. But let's get a measurement so you guys can kind of see how big these fish are here. But we'll put the nose to the edge here, and that's a 13.5-inch triggerfish right there. That kind of almost looks like a church key, man. Anybody got a beer? But 2 in the bucket. Good deal. All right, Bill. 3 species on with your baits there. We got oyster cracker, aka toadfish. We got a triggerfish, and Josh got the first tog of the day on. So that's a good day so far for us. Everything else is a bonus. All right, chum out there. I'm sure those triggerfish are going right after them claws. Whoa, he's trying to bite me. He's trying to bite me. Don't you dare. But if you're curious about that second triggerfish, he actually hit on a big J hook with the green crab on it. But I guess if you're a big dog triggerfish, you can do that. So it's safe to say we made the right decision to be right where we're at. All right, down we go again. Josh has switched up the smaller hooks. See if we can get into the triggerfish fun. And of course the tog right along the way, because they will hit the same exact. Oh boy, that was a slam. What do we got, buddy?
Toggy.
Nice. John's going for the togs. I'll get the triggers. How about that?
Another small guy, but you know, whatever.
But we're being thankful for the fact that this wall's here. It's been here since the early 1900s, but you can see how much more calmer it is over here. Makes it so people can get back into the ramp safely. But you can literally hear the ocean pounding on the other side of this wall. One thing you have to be aware of when you're super close to these walls right here, I don't know if you can see it or not. You might be able to, but with my polarized lens, about maybe 10 or 15 feet out, we can literally see the rock just below the surface. So you just got to be very, very careful when you're out here, especially when you're rolling trolling motors or your motor right here. I mean, normally Josh would probably have that trimmed up, but we're not that close yet to do that. But it's very easy to screw up a prop or break a trolling motor. Lower unit. Yeah. And it's not cheap. Got a hit?
No, it's dropped off the edge.
Oh, there's a fish right there. Fish on. Get out of that prop. Get out of there. Oh, Lord. Nice. I'm destroying them today. That's on green crab again. How many you want to keep, bud?
Let's keep that one.
All right, there we go. Fish tacos. Whatever you do, if you go out on the ocean or out on the bays or right here, right in front of the wall, buy this little $3 to $4 gadget. It is well worth it. You put the loop right there, you turn the hook upside down, and the fish just pretty much falls right off. But you would hope it'd fall into the bucket rather than out of the bucket. There we go. Nice deal.
There you go.
Sean.
Another tog.
Nice tog. Great job, buddy.
It's funny, man. These tog are not hitting like tog. The tog are just, you know, bombing it. And
good job. 3 for tog.
this one over here is getting hit too.
What's that?
I said this one's getting hit too.
Come on, baby. Oh man, nice solid hit. Nice job, Josh.
Trigger.
Oh.
Look at the size of that.
Look at the size of this one. I think that might have clipped the line. Crap. Look at that thing.
See these little nibbly
There you go.
bastards.
Josh got his trigger on.
Alright, well, let's let him go hang out with his friends, and that's probably a sufficient amount of
Trigger for the day.
fish to. Oh, come on.
Nice job, Josh.
Now,
Right.
see, when I consider how many is enough, it's how many I want to clean is really what it comes down to. I don't want to spend hours carving fish. Although triggers are delicious, so maybe I'll keep a couple more. Clean 6 fish. Cap it at 6.
Wow. Woo. Holy crap. There you go. Man, you are beating them up over there, buddy.
Another tog. If only they were bigger.
All right, send a few over here, bud.
All on the bottom one.
Wait, what's up?
So I'll lift this up so that'll swing a little more in.
Fish on. Oh man, that's a big one. Oh my God, that thing's gigantic.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap. Oh my God, that is a big one. Could have won the contest there at Bowers Beach. Yeah, that was on green crab. Off she goes. We're going to go ahead and head out of here. The bite has dropped off drastically. We had a nice little flurry when we came out here once we got off the haystacks over onto the wall, and it was a little bit more calmer down that way. But when we got down here, the waves started picking up, and Mother Nature, she is absolutely furious. I mean, she's throwing big old waves up over the wall, but of course Josh, in prime fashion, always gets Tog on the end of the line and leaves me hanging. But I got lucky today. I got some beautiful triggerfish on the end of the line. But out of those Tog that Josh caught, I think the biggest one might have been close to 15 inches, so we were close. And of course we got a couple doggies, and we got some crazy oyster crackers, aka toadfish, on the end of the line. You saw that big old barker I had on the end. But I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you did, give us a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell to be informed of all of our future episodes. Follow us on Instagram at 302fishin without a G. Follow us on TikTok at 302fishing with a G with a 7 at the end. Of course, there's a great video on the right hand side. Hopefully you guys can delve into that all the way to the beginning of the channel. I hope you guys had a great day, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode.